We are at the Lavenham endurance ride. I'm actually here to ride one of my friend's horses tomorrow, which is super exciting because we haven't ridden together in years, so that'll be really nice. But while we're here, I wanted to show you a little bit about what goes into running a ride and all the things that you need to organise. So Lauren and Anna have very kindly kind of put together a few clips about what they've had to organise, what they've had to set up. So one, you need a massive venue for all the lorries and the horses to corral, and you need toilets and vettings and all sorts. This ride has put so much effort into the prize giving and kind of making this a real event, so I hope it's really successful for them, and I will take you along for a weekend of what goes into running an endurance ride. I slept in the van. Dan let me borrow his van. I felt extra cool driving it here. All the little hidden behind the scenes parts of endurance rides, a huge part of that is the reinette control. You can see their tent behind me, and you might also be able to see the ambulance in the background. Having to organise the checkpoints out on course to make sure all the riders are going around the course correctly and safely, and the organisers know where everyone is, and obviously having first aid on hand for accidents, but you hope they have a really boring day. Carrie's laughing at me, but this is a very important element. Portaloos, unlike eventing that is usually at a kind of eventing ground where they have facilities and stuff, endurance ride organisers have to get all the facilities in. And I tell you, there is a difference between bog standard portaloos and quality portaloos, and I could probably write a book about it. So a big part of putting a venue together is having the space to have a hold area. This is where you do vet gates. So when you go out on course and you do one loop for the longer distances, you vet, come into your hold area to crew, relax, feed the horse, feed and water the rider as well. So having enough space for this is super important, and a nice area as well. This is quite good. We've got probably a little bit of shade, a little bit of a wind break. Sometimes people put up kind of gazebos and stuff if it's raining, and it's always super close to the vetting because your time is still running until you present to the vet. So also having some nice trot up lanes, a little bit of shelter for the vets, that's a nice touch because sometimes they don't get any. Another component of a great venue is plenty of room for the warm-up. So there is a race ride going out today. This is Anna and Lauren's first time organising this ride, so they've stuck to kind of the lower distances. The higher distance is 80k, which is still a long way for many people, and you can just see off in the distance the 80k's warming up. This venue has, as you can see, plenty of room. There is no problem about where to warm up, and they have got, I don't know why I'm looking at my wrist, I've not got a watch on, they've got 10 minutes before they come down to the start line and start their race.
See you later. Good ride.
Another thing to consider is what are people going to eat? So a food van is always much appreciated, definitely at the end of the ride by the crew. Dan loves a burger, but it's also something to consider as well as a water source for horses and humans. Is there a water source at your venue? Will you have to get a bowser in? Will you have to tell people to bring their own? Then we have a secretary's tent. This is quite a fancy one. This is very nice. Sometimes it's just in the back of the trailer. This is where the magic background stuff happens, where all of your results come in and people have to work it all out and get all the prizes ready and make sure that everyone is doing what they should do, have gone through all the checkpoints and complied with all the rules, and where all of the kind of results happen. Arguably the biggest bit of running a ride is obviously the vetting. So horses need to be seen by the farrier before they start, and it's also really good to have a farrier that can go out on course and be vetted by vets. Maybe one of the things you wouldn't think about is having someone that times people in, someone that is a vet writer for the vets, someone that is running the vet sheets from the vets to the tent, so the TSs can have the vet sheets to sort out all the results and things. So there's lots of little, well, not little, big helpers, but there's lots of little jobs that actually require people to do and are really important that they're filled. So it takes a whole army of people to run a ride, and we're super grateful that those people do help so that we can have a nice time riding. We have just finished a lovely ride on one of my friend's horses. Danny was impeccable to ride, maybe a little bit spicy to vet, but all passed and completed, and she's now upgraded to open. Might have a few clips that Carrie took on her phone, but I didn't film at all because I didn't want to be filming on a horse that I don't know, and I wanted to concentrate.
Girl.
I had a great time. So now another part of running a ride is kind of the prizes and the prize giving. So we're just wandering down now to the prize giving, which a lot of effort has been put into this prize giving. So hopefully it'll be fun. So best turns out goes to Zoe Thompson and Mercedes. Well done. Come on, that's our In second place we have Beth Langley with D.D. Gaydonese. First place we have Carrie Ann Dark with Bay Darling. Wonderful ride finished, done, all the prizes out, everyone looks super happy. How's it been? Long?
Brilliant,
Yeah.
tiring, frustrating, amazing.
I think rewarding. Just doing the prize giving now, I sort of felt a bit emotional. I was like, oh, I got to the end of it.
Yeah.
And I think just seeing everybody's happy faces at the end makes all of the struggles
And everyone's
so
been so
worthwhile.
complimentary. I can't count the amount of times that everyone's come over and said thank you and really appreciated everything we've done.
Yeah.
And they've really appreciated all our amazing sponsors who are all stationed here for all their amazing prizes, so that's been amazing. So yeah, I think we were on a bit of a back foot, weren't we, from taking it over so last minute.
Yes, it's
So
not been.
We've done an amazing job. I had a great time. I only did 40k, but I had a really, really lovely ride. The marking was incredible. Very neat writing with a spray can. That was very impressive.
She's a
really good.
graffiti artist.
Yeah, definitely in the hand. Will you guys be doing it next year?
I think we
Oh, that was a nod.
We haven't
Yay.
even discussed it yet, have we? But
I think neither of us could really see past today. Everything has just been so
Yeah.
focused and so, as you say, it was quite last minute and just so intense on getting this over the line.
Yeah.
But I think, of course,
You nailed it.
Of course, I'm going to do
nailed
it again.
I think even next year, now we've done it, now
Yeah.
we know all the things that are involved, all the things to think of. As first time ride organisers, it's very easy from a rider's perspective to think that you know.
Yeah.
But actually, until you do it, there is so much to think of, and then obviously we piled on even more pressure on ourselves to make it the best that we possibly could.
Which you
in our
did.
first
It was
year.
awesome. Really well done.
But no, I think next year, I don't know about you, but I think I'm definitely up for some FEI next year.
You've had it here.
Maybe even a 2 day.
Oh,
Maybe.
exciting. Well done, guys. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you to all of the sponsors that sponsored Lavenham. Without you guys, we couldn't do it, and it wouldn't be as fun to go to a prize giving.
Definitely.
Over and out for your year.
Yeah.
Can we do one last final shout
Yes,
out
you
before
can.
we do to our volunteers and our
Yes.
officials, because It's a voluntary organisation. Nobody gets paid. Like everyone that's given up their time today to be here, we could not have done it without them. So a huge shout out to the volunteers and the officials. We're massively grateful.
We didn't have any catastrophes, did we?
Nothing.
We didn't need to use the amazing medical guys that were here.
They said to us they had the most boring day, which is perfect.
Excellent. That's what you want out of
Rainet
the
were
team.
amazing.
Brilliant.
Where everyone was at all points.
Yeah.
Nobody got lost, and we kept on top of everybody.
Yeah.
And all of the people that came to help us were just fantastic.
Massively
so thank
grateful.
you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you to all of the volunteers. The ones I met out on course were lovely. And until next year, have a little rest.
Yeah.
Can't wait to come back.
Big rest. Big wine.
Well done.